Hello everyone, welcome to Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal. Today I'm going to be talking about number 14 from the Miami Heat, a kid by the name of Tyler Herro. Definitely has always been a guy on the top of my list as one of the young athletes that could potentially be an MVP of the NBA. Look at it, Tyler Herro, last year's 2022 Sixth Man of the Year, had an impressive 20.5 rebounds and 4 assists season. It was so impressive, the Miami Heat decided to extend his contract and give him a 4-year, $130 million contract. Is it worth it? Of course it is. He doesn't lack the confidence, man. He bets on Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro is the truth. Not Paul Pierce the truth, but he's the truth in Miami. And let's talk about it. Let's think about the 2019 draft. Who was in there? You had Zion. You had at number 1. You had Ja Morant at number 2. Let's see. 5 was Darius Garland. 13, Tyler Herro. And then you had Jordan Poole at 28. Those are the only 5 that I can think about in the 2019 draft that are really relevant in the NBA right now. Tell me anybody else. If you do know anybody else, comment. Tell me who you think they are, who they are irrelevant. And let's look at it. Zion, injured last year. Ja Morant had a breakout year. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Then you had Darius Garland. Dude, to me, Darius Garland has handles almost Kyrie-esque. Tyler Herro at 13, averaging 25 and 4 last year. And then you had Jordan Poole, 18, 3 and 4. If you look at it, look at the minutes that each one plays, and then kind of figure out where their points percentage in usage minutes come into play also. If you don't think about usage minutes, Tyler Herro coming off the bench still averaged over 20 points a game. He was almost at 20.7, almost 21 points a game. So we have to basically look at these particular items when we're talking about who are the elite young players that we're looking at right now. I know that right now, Tyler Herro signing that big bag at $130 million is definitely going to put him probably back in the starting lineup. We cannot take that for granted. Him being in the starting lineups will probably bump up his points per game. I was watching him last night. Just in the minutes he was in there, he was basically scoring at will. Tyler Herro is a competitor, and he has so much swag. He's had swag in the league since day one. Nobody can deny that. Even Jimmy Butler talks about who has the most swag on the team. Jimmy Butler will refer to Tyler Herro. Jimmy Butler has a lot of confidence, but when it comes to swag, he definitely will say Tyler Herro probably has the most swag on the team. Tyler Herro also, there was a little bit of controversy because Tyler Herro basically said last year he's in the same conversation with Luka, Trae, and John. I wouldn't disagree with that. If you look at his numbers compared to their numbers, he's almost up there with them. Trae Young and Luka played a lot more minutes than Tyler Herro. So we have to basically look at the usage minutes again when we talk about the usage minute. And we also talk about how long the ball is in their hands. Luka and Trae are very ball dominant. So is Ja Morant. The ball is in their hands a lot. When you look at the system within Miami, the ball moves around more. It doesn't touch Tyler Herro's hands as much. He isn't ball dominant, so the ball doesn't stick. Kind of with, if you think about Golden State Warriors, ball doesn't stick. So as far as the handling or the ball dominant individuals, you could say Steph Curry's a ball dominant player, but it still doesn't stick in his hands as long as it would in Luka and Trae Young and even in Ja Morant's hands. So we have to take that into consideration. I mean, let me tell you how confident Tyler Herro is. He said this was a quote, he said everyone has their own view. When someone says something they interpret in their own way, which they have the right to do. Herro said of the way people took his comments last year, but those players are great players. They're great young players. Like I said last year, I don't feel any different. And however, people feel that doesn't affect me and how I feel about myself. So just being able to get on the court and prove it, that's all I can do. And people can talk all they want. I think the numbers back it up. And he's not lying. The numbers do back it up. He said he'll continue to get better. But at the end of the day, there's a bunch of great young players in that league, and I'm one of them. So I appreciate everyone that puts me in that category. I definitely put Tyler Herro in that category. Number 14 is a potential. And I said it at the beginning. He is a potential MVP, and nobody should take that for granted. Don't sleep on Tyler Herro right now. The Miami Heat are on their way to potentially getting another championship. Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Herro, Jimmy Butler, and then you got Strus, Vincent, you got Dedmon. They have a good background. And don't forget about Mr. Lowry, a championship ring winner in Toronto. Tyler Herro has been to the NBA Finals. Last year, he was in the Eastern Conference Final. He was one trip away from making the finals. They Game 7. One shot away. And I think they would have fared well with the Golden State Warriors because they stretched the floor just as well as the Golden State Warriors did. I think Bam Adebayo would have killed Draymond Green and Kevin Looney, but it didn't have a chance to come to fruition. I think they would have fared better than the Boston Celtics with the type of system they played and the type of system that the Golden State Warrior played. Well, guys, if you like what I had to say, comment, like, and subscribe. And listen, this is Chop It Up Hoops with your pal Sal. God bless and be kind to one another.